People in northeastern Japan are watching anxiously for signs of a tsunami after a 7.3 magnitude earthquake struck off the coast a few hours ago. There are reports that a 1-meter wave has reached Miyagi Prefecture. Previously, there had been warnings of waves of up to 2 meters, but in the past hour or so, local media have said that warning has been lifted. The Pacific Tsunami Warning Center says there is also no danger of a tsunami in other parts of the Pacific, but memories of the devastating tsunami in March 2011 are still raw for many in Japan. And this latest quake, although it's nowhere near as strong as last year's, did hit the same area. So let's get the latest from CNN's Alex Zolberg. He joins us now live from Tokyo. Alex, what can you tell us about these tsunami warnings?
Well, first, Atika, you just mentioned what is causing these people to breathe a huge sigh of relief. Just in the last 10 to 20 minutes, we have heard from the officials here that they have lifted the tsunami warning. So obviously, as you can imagine, after an earthquake like this, people are very much on edge, especially after what happened in March of 2011. But it seems that the fears can now subside a little bit. The warning for the tsunamis has been lifted. You mentioned the biggest wave that we have reportedly seen was a 1-meter wave that hit in Miyagi Prefecture. There are no reports of any serious damage or destruction. What we are hearing at this time from local media is just a few reports of a few injuries. We're talking a handful, about a dozen people injured. Some people here in actually the Tokyo area, some people up in the Tohoku region. But Atika, I mean, you touch on it. This brings back such strong memories to March of last year. And also, I mean, you have to keep in mind just the way that this played out, that in March of last year, the earthquake, a strong earthquake, hit on a Friday afternoon. Everything appeared to be fine in terms of the earthquake. Obviously, that earthquake was a stronger earthquake, but everything appeared to be fine in terms of the damage from the earthquake, relatively speaking, of course, and then the waves came ashore. So then you jump forward to today. It's late on a Friday afternoon. The earthquake hits in pretty much the same spot. The plates shifted the same way they did in March of last year, and then people are just waiting. It had been a very anxious few hours here, but as we've said, in the last 20 minutes, the tsunami warning has been lifted. But of course, we'll keep calling, we'll keep checking on things. Obviously, people there are pretty traumatized right now, but it does seem at this point that all is okay.